If I wanted to work out for right now exactly how much I should have in savings, here's how I'd calculate it step by step. Because once you have a goal for your savings, it's much easier to actually save. And if you want some tips for speeding up the process, check out this video that I've linked below. Okay, there are different categories for savings, ranging from the day-to-day costs we have to deal with in life, right the way up to thinking about planning for the future and retirement. So let's take a look at them, starting with day-to-day. There are some things that cost a lot of money, that cost too much to afford in 1 month. And what happens if we don't save for them? We end up going into our overdraft or putting it on the credit card. Things like your car MOT, a big bill that comes in. I like to call these smug savings. And what yours are going to be unique to your situation. So what I'd do is I'd look back through a whole year and list out those things and pop down what they cost. Once you've got them listed out, you can break it down and start saving for them per month. By the way, the reason I call these smug savings is because when you actually have them there and you've got that money ready when you need it, you're going to feel pretty smug. Then you might have some bigger goals. Let's call these aspirational smug savings. So these things aren't really an occurrence every single year. They're bigger things maybe in the future that you want to start saving up for. All you need to do to figure this out is just list them out, figure out what each costs, and then start breaking it down and saving towards them. The next one is one of the best ways to reduce financial stress, and it is called your emergency fund. It should be 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. What does it cost you to live in a month? And times that by 3 or 6. What I like about this one is it's going to be unique to your circumstances. It's not an arbitrary number, it's based on your lifestyle right now, and it gives you a really good buffer if anything should happen to your income or a huge expense comes out of nowhere, which can easily happen. With an emergency fund, you know you can cover it. Last but not least, and probably my favourite, is not one that you're going to have sitting in a savings account, but this one is looking at future growth. This one's going to be calculated differently because it's more about what percentage you feel like you can siphon off towards it each month to build yourself up a pot for the future. It could be a combination of pension, investing, and it could be investing in yourself, property, or even starting your own business. It's going to take a bit of work to figure out what you can afford to put aside. Some people could manage 10%, some people can stretch to 20% because their outgoings aren't very high at the moment. Or you could start with a very small percentage just to get going. There you have it, the 4 main categories of savings. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments.